Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Hakodash, the borners to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, who rule well, who taught us this 100% truth. Much peace and blessings to the whole fully elect out there pushing out this word with thought, truth, and sincerity. Shalom. Alright, this is a quick lesson on do the Lord's will, because I haven't been doing that. And I've been going through depression. That demon had me on for like 2 weeks straight. And now I'm back. And I'm hoping I could do better. Alright, so I'm going to start off at Book of Exodus, chapter 4, verse 10. And Moses said unto the Lord, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue. Alright, so Moses had this ability of stuttering. Alright, he couldn't speak right, and that's a thing that kept him from actually doing the Lord's will until what the Lord said. And the Lord said unto him, Who hath made a man's mouth, or who maketh the dumb, or deaf, or the seeing, or the blind? Have not I the Lord? And yes, it's the Lord. The Lord does all things for himself. Alright. The Lord does all things for himself, even the wicked, unto that day of destruction, as it says in Proverbs. Verse 12. Now therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth, and teach thee what thou shalt say. Yeah. In this case, man, it's his word. Alright. Because this book, alright, this is the word. And, one of the orders right now, given on from the head elder, Apostle Tahar, he said the decree is daily videos. Alright, every man's supposed to do daily videos. Alright, no exceptions. And if you miss a day, then you make 2 videos, alright, to make up. But like the fool I am, I didn't do any of that. And now, I'm hoping I could actually do it. So, as the Lord's will, man. Just let this sink in. The Lord, who has done all things for you and has even created you, is asking for one simple thing, and you can't even do it. Now that right there is like outright foolish. So you better get it in the game. You better step it in. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. Before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Alright, so the Lord was speaking to Jeremiah, and Jeremiah was a little child. Verse 6. Then said I, Lord Yahweh, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. See, he felt shame. He knew that men would ignore him, because that's what people do. They ignore children. Although they learn from the adults' mistakes, yet the adults don't give a shit. They just ignore. Because supposedly a little kid doesn't have a brain. Supposedly the kid is not mature yet to understand. Man, oh, he does understand, sir. It's the adult that doesn't understand. He's immature. He's a retard. He's a fool. Alright, retard as in a slow thinker, because he cannot process his ideas, and his decisions are unwise. Verse 7. But the Lord said unto me, Say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. Yeah, man, even the Lord has your back, alright? Who can deliver out of his hand? No one can. He's the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Alright? He is the firstborn of all creatures, and through him all things consist. And this is the Asalakia, verse 8. Be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, saith the Lord. Do you think man can deliver you? Even a gun, alright? Because in the past, alright, on the news you would see men buying guns, stocking up on guns to defend themselves if shit got whacked, but that didn't happen, man. It will happen soon, but not right now. Even had women the most effeminate creature on this planet, the most emotional, the emotional being on this planet is a woman, let alone Eve, and they're stocking up on guns to defend themselves. Really think a carnal thing's gonna help you out? No. Alright, like it says in the Psalms, a vain thing cannot deliver you. And it was talking about a horse. Actually, let me get that out. Alright, bear with me. Although I typed in perhaps the wrong thing, it will give me the exact scripture. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 33, verse 17. And horse is a vain thing for safety, neither shall he deliver any by his great strength. Alright, so you buffoons out there being carnal, expecting Jesus or pills to help you out. I mean pills do help you out, but not for recreational use. And if the Lord intended for you to die, I mean, you're obviously gonna die. But yeah, none can deliver you but the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And I am very grateful that He is a power to Israel, man, let alone the hopeful elect. And I am glad to have this truth, and I am glad to do His will. This is the book of Luke, chapter 9, verse 59. And he said unto another, Follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. But then this is what Yahweh Shai said. Yahweh Shai said unto him, Let the dead bury the dead, but go thou and preach the kingdom of Yahweh. Alright? Gotta preach the kingdom of Yahweh, man. You cannot just sit here and do whatever the fuck you want. Just because you already posted last night don't mean shit, man. You gotta do it again. It's daily. Alright, whatever the head elders at GMS say, alright, that's what the Lord is saying, because the Lord ultimately speaks through them. Yeah, the prophets are back, but the Lord ain't speaking to us, directly as He would back in the days of past, in the days of old, man. He speaks to us with the Spirit, man, through this word. And right now, we're supposed to do, we're supposed to follow the order, alright? Do daily videos. That's what the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai said through the elder apostle Tahar. Alright? And it's exactly what Yahweh Shai is saying it too. Exactly what Yahweh Shai is saying as well. Alright? Go and preach the kingdom of Yahweh. Yeah, the end time prophets are not supposed to teach Jake. Alright, that was back in back before the year 2000, but even then you had new Jakes coming in, alright, from the camps. But the end time prophets are supposed to teach unto the hopeful elect, because the Lord ain't dealing with Jake, alright? He ain't gonna repeat the same thing He has done, such as in the book of Exodus, alright? In the first 5 books of the scriptures, man, alright, where Jake had to wait 40 years to cross the land because they were infidels. Alright, the Lord ain't dealing with that. He's only in for the hopeful elect, and that hopeful elect is the ones watching the videos, getting edified, and doing the Lord's will. This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 46. The Lord of that servant will come in a day when He looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in sunder, and will appoint him his portions with the unbelievers. Alright? It's talking about that day of destruction, man. Alright, when the Lord comes back in those chariots with the angels. Verse 47. And that servant which knew his Lord's will. Alright, right now, the Lord's will is to do these daily videos, alright? Wait upon the gates. Actually, let me get that out. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 34. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates. So Slovakia. There's a plane above. Blessed is a man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. And right now, these end times, there's a bunch of news, alright? So many prophecies are coming to pass. Ever since 2020 year prophecy, major prophecies have been coming to pass, man. Major events have been unfolding. Alright, so these days, that's why you're supposed to do daily videos. It's a decree. Decree from the Lord and decree from the head elder apostle at GMS, the great elder apostle Har. Alright? You always watch out for those news and do videos. Going back, this is Luke. And that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, alright? We don't do these videos. Neither did according to his will, alright? If you disobey the Lord, man. Because right now, you being a servant of righteousness, you're supposed to do the will of the Lord. Alright? We're not under the covenant of only doing laws, man. But because we're under faith. So the works don't matter. But either way, since we're serving of righteousness, we're meant to do his will. Alright? Like Yahushua said, he came not to fulfill, he came not to abolish, but to fulfill the laws, alright? So that ye may do them. Alright? And that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. You might want to get on to doing that will, man. The will of the Lord is simple, just follow the law, statutes, and commandments, and do these daily videos if you're a man. Alright, if you're one of those few selected women the Lord chose, man, as a hopeful to be that 1/3. Alright, then great for you. You watch these videos and love the Lord, which loving the Lord means to serve the Lord. Alright, this is the book of Psalms, 37, verse 4. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Alright, how do you delight yourself in the Lord? You gotta love the Lord, man. Which loving the Lord means serving his laws, statutes, and commandments. Same thing with fear for the Lord. Fearing the Lord doesn't exactly mean to fear the Lord. I mean, yeah, it's little, but it basically also means to do the will of the Lord. Alright, you gotta observe these things. You gotta look into these things, not just to be a simple-minded buffoon, a simple-minded idiot, a clown per se, that just reads what he reads with that technical breakdown. Because the English ain't true, man. You should read the book of Sirach, chapter 1, verse 1. It tells you exactly that what is written in the Hebrew and translated into a different language has not the same force in them, right? So basically, what you read in the English is not how it was actually written in the Hebrew, man. An example of that, it's in Genesis chapter 1 breakdown. All right, you think that the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai created the earth? He just gave the blueprint, man. All right, if you actually look into that verse, it states that the angels, all right, along with Yahushai, because he was a head angel at that time, he helped make the earth, man. All right, they all partook. Basically, they participated in creating the earth. All right, all of them, which took about 6,000 years. So 6,000 years. And on the 7,000 year, they rested, because what does it say in 1 Peter, I believe, or 2 Peter? A day in the Lord's eye is but 1,000 years. If you don't believe me, then here's the scripture itself. A day in the Lord. There it is. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 8. And bear with me. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day, vice versa, man. All right. If you say in a certain way, it might sound off. So that's why it said it in like two certain ways. 1 day with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as 1 day. Alright, to the Lord. And it says in 6 days, the Allahayim built the earth. Alright, but it was 6,000 years. Yeah, this is Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 4. Salakia for speaking fast. Ye shall walk after the Lord your father, Salakia, your power. The Lord your power, and fear him, alright, and keep his commandments. Alright, one of those commandments right now, an order is to do these daily videos, and I'll keep on saying it, and I say it first and foremost unto myself, because I have been delaying and not really fulfilling that request, but I will so now. May it be Lord's will so. Lord willing, we do actually do that. Because it says in the scriptures, do not boast of future things, man. Let's say you're gonna do something. Let's say you say, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go there. It ain't gonna happen, man. So we always gotta say, Lord willing, it happens, man. Just like we say, Lord willing, we have that hopeful elect, because we're hopeful. Because the election is of grace, and we hope that we are that election of grace. Anyways, ye shall walk after the Lord your father, your power, and fear him, and keep his commandments, and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him and cleave unto him. Alright? And something else I'd like to give out would be the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. Because in order for you to actually remember the scriptures, lest ye forget, you have to follow what it says here. Verse 8, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night. Which meditation actually doesn't mean to sit down, play some high frequency music of soothing class, and do the weird circle, the weird OK sign with your hands, and say Om with your eyes closed. No, that's not what it means. Meditating actually means to focus on the word, man. Let's say as in repeating a certain sentence till you fully understand. Alright, so but thou shalt meditate therein day and night. Alright, on the book of the law, man. Alright, these scriptures, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then, alright, to observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous. Alright, an example of that is being filled with much knowledge. Alright, and getting knowledge out of this book doesn't necessarily mean getting it yourself, but rather the Lord giving it to you, man. So you have knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Good for you. The Lord gave you that. Not everybody has that spiritual power, man, because this understanding is spiritual power in a way. Not as in fully, as in, oh look, I'm shooting laser beams out of my eyes. No, that's not what that's what spiritual power is. But spiritual power, there's many forms of spiritual power, alright? And a form of spiritual power right here is the law, statutes, and commandments. Is understanding the moment, alright? Is having an understanding of the scriptures. Salakia. And then thou shalt have good success. And yeah, we will have good success in the kingdom, because there is a reward at the end of all of this. Alright, this ain't no cliche. This ain't a cliche as in the brothers always said for 2,000 years straight. Not straight as in, on a daily basis, but for 2,000 years, the apostles and disciples that have been preaching out this gospel have been saying that the end is here. And this ain't a cliche anymore. That we're actually at the end, alright? But at the same time, a reward at the end, when we say there's a reward at the end, it's not a cliche as well, man. Because it's actually here, man. It was before. We had to inform you, give you a firm warning, but now it's here, man. Alright, it's 2021. I recall the other apostle Tahar claiming, I wouldn't say claiming as in a bad tense, but as in through the Spirit, he said that the Lord might come back at the end of 2020, which that year is past. And he said, or by mid 2021. All right, so 2020 was a year of prophecy, and now we're in 2021. It is currently the 4th of January on a Monday. All right, you always gotta focus on the time, because time is very important. Actually, we don't know when the Lord's coming, so we always gotta focus on this. We always gotta focus on the time, and do His will according to the best of our ability, because we're all different. We all go through the same temptations, but we're all different in a way. We all have our certain outcomes, and I don't want to say the word, but we just all go through our own situations. But anyways, the kingdom is coming, and we will have good success soon. Anyways, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Hakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, who rule well. Alright, much peace and blessings unto them, and to the hopeful elect out there, especially those few brothers out there pushing out this word with all truth and sincerity. Alright, much peace and much love to the brotherhood. Alright, as the scriptures say, let there be brotherly love. Actually, let me get that scripture out. Alright. Let there be brotherly love. And I hope this video was actually edifying, as your videos are also edifying. Alright, this is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 1. Let brotherly love continue. Alright, so show as much love and peace unto the hopeful elect, man. Alright? Now, just because you might be adversaries at one point doesn't mean you'll be forever. Always gotta, hash it out. Because at the end of the day, we're all going through the same thing, man. Alright? Anyways, shalom.